The stage is set for the world to witness the greatest and the most rigorous legal battle between the Biafran Republic government in exile, ably led by the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, with the Nigerian government. As 18 legal luminaries, international lawyers had volunteered to defend the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. This is a great development for Biafrans and the lovers of Biafrans, that international attorneys have volunteered to defend well-renowned professionals of law as it borders on criminal and justice system the world around, including both in Finland and United States of America and other parts of the Europe. They are saying that the rights of Biafrans and the rights of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, must be defended at all costs, and they will use their resources, their expertise and experience to make sure that the allegation against Simon Ekpa is reduced to nothing, and eventually Biafrans will definitely recognize the world over. This is coming in the eve of speculations about the rendition or extradition of Mazi Simon Ekpa. According to the Finnish law, it is impossible because there is no bilateral or treaty bordering on repatriation that Finland had with Nigerian state. And to make that worse, Mazi Simon Ekpa being a Finnish, there is a limit to what the Finnish authorities can interfere with his activities. He has the right of liberty. He has the right of expression. So the Finnish laws empowers Mazi Simon Ekpa to defend his activities and of course to seek for justice. And these international lawyers, 18 of them as of now, certainly more are going to join because of the defense of Biafra. Biafra is taking a new dimension as this is about to roll out. They have set to defend the cause and the freedom of the people of Biafra, not just Simon Ekpa, because the outcome of this will be very shocking and very heralding as far as Biafrans are concerned, and those who are seeking for self-rule and the Biafran restoration. We have every cause to agree that everything indeed work together for their good. Well, one among these notable legal attorneys or personalities of distinguished scholar of law, international criminal laws and justice is no other person but Marty Telvanne. Marty Telvanne is one of the attorneys of great repute and a professor of law at the University of Eastern Finland. This is a man who has distinguished himself in this profession in defending the cause of justice bordering on criminal-related matters internationally. He has vowed with his own firm to defend the cause of Mazi Simon Ekpa and by extension the Biafran people. Let's get to know who this personality is and what, of course, you should expect is just a matter of time. Marty Telvanne is a renowned professor of criminal law and procedure at the University of Eastern Finland. This is his position, of course, about the Mazi Simon Ekpa case. He said, as Ekpa is a Finnish citizen, the state powers to intervene in his activities are limited. That this is not just Nigeria or Africa, where supposed citizens don't have any right to life, don't have any right to liberty, don't have any right to defend themselves. It says that as Simon Ekpa, one, is a Finnish citizen, the Finnish authority had limits to how far they can intervene in his activities. They have limited powers because power belongs to the people. Power belongs to the citizens. This is where the office of the citizenry is being held as the most prioritized office in the state, because without the citizens, there is no any government. Without the citizens, no country, no nation. And this is the position of Professor Martin Telvanen. And this is quite striking. Let's went further as he maintained or argued his case about Simon Ekpa. That is to tell you that victory is already on the way, and Simon Ekpa is cruising to his liberty and freedom at the end of the day. That would be the final dislodgement of the Nigerian courts and Nigerian government regarding his extradition. What he's saying in this respect, that it is impossible, impossible for Nigerian government to succeed in the extradition of Simon Ekpa because, one, he is a Finnish citizen, and every citizen is being protected by the law of the Finnish government, and the government itself has no rights to interfere when it borders on the safety, the defense of her citizens. Look at what he has to say further. Incitement against national group could be considered as a potential crime, but in this case, Nigeria government is not considered, is not captured within the framework where it could be considered as a national group, and that means it does not hold any water, whatever allegations that have been levied against Simon Ekpa. This is a very interesting moment, of course, for Simon Ekpa, as he is celebrating his victory already. And another thing is that the glamour, the international and global glamour he has garnered as a result of this is quite alarming, because the stage is set for the world to hear about Biafran cause in another international dimension. This is no longer a local court, just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. After a verdict was ruled in his favor, and the political arrangements in the Nigeria keep holding him back, incarcerated. But this is not gonna happen in Finland, as Finland's government have great respect for their law. They can't just change the rule at the middle of the game. This is a matter of concern and great excitement for Simon Ekpa, as he is celebrating his victories, and those enemies, perceived enemies of Simon Ekpa, could be, of course, very frustrated at this time, as what they're expecting, unfortunately, could no longer be feasible. Now, another renowned attorney in United States of America is no other person but Dabri, Attorney Dabri, which was Ahmed Dabri, is another notable legal luminary that is operating in United States of America to defend the cause of Biafrans and Simon Ekpa. Ahmed Dabri is an attorney and a legal luminary that is hired by Simon Ekpa on behalf of the Biafran government in Israel to defend the Biafran cause and to ensure that Biafran's self-rule is being recognized in the United States chambers, the Washington DC, and the United States government. He has vowed to use his accent, his arsenals in legal experience and position to defend Mazi Simon Ekpa in this interesting cause and case. As that the case is quite interesting. It's a moment to watch. It's a moment full of excitement that these are most powerful attorneys in their different states or countries They are distinguished and well lettered, well tutored. They understood what international laws, they understood what United Nations laws bordering on fundamental rights and the right to self-determination. They understood all these things, and they are going to play, of course, their role in dismantling and dislodging every argument surrounding Biafran cause. Now, according to Martin Telvanen, sent another vibrating, shocking waves that will dismantle, that will send an earthquake, of course, to Nigerian government. What is that? This is what he has to say. Nigeria considers IPOB and its armed wing to be terrorist organizations. He said, but European Union has not classified them as such. He said Nigeria considers the indigenous people of Biafra and its arms, recognizing the Biafran army, the Biafran Defense Force, and the Biafran military. He said they are not considered by United European Union. You know what? Not just Finland. He said European Union does not classify IPOB and their defense force as terrorists. You know what that means? It is a go-go. It is a win-win for Biafrans. And on this basis, they will make their argument and defend the cause of Biafra and Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafran government. Now, if the Nigeria classify IPOB and their defense force as terrorists, you know, just a lone soldier, and the entire world, the US, the Asia, the European Union, you know what that means? European Union recognizes that IPOB are registered organizations fighting for the independent state of Biafra and the self-rule of the Biafran government in exile. And their armed wing implies that the Biafran Defense Force, the Biafran military, the apparatus of the entire Biafran security system is recognized by the European Union as not being a terrorist group. What does that imply? That even the Finland government, the European Union, how many countries that comprises the European Union, they said they don't recognize IPOB and their armed wing as terrorists. You know that it is a game changer and it's a game over for the Nigerian government and anyone interested in the prosecution of Simon Ekpa and the Biafran Republic government in exile and the Biafran people. It is quite interesting. There have been several speculations after the visit. One of the European Union officials visited Tinubu. Some people were making some speculations bordering that is there to sign the rendition or extradition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but these are mere unfounded claims. Now, this legal luminary, Martin Telvane, has let the cat out of the bag and what to expect in upcoming days as the stage is set and Simon Ekpa is coming out victorious as he's going to throw his weight again, and this will be, of course, the final battle that will set the Biafran cause on the right path. Well, for some people, it is a good development, and some are still skeptic because of the peddling informations. But this is coming from a renowned specialist, international attorneys that has to do with criminal and justice procedures. In the world stage, this is not just local politics. It is not local law. It is not just the kangaroo law, that is going on, within African states, within Nigeria, bordering on Nnamdi Kanu and the rest of them. These are who knows who. Come and defend yourself if you think you have any argument. 18 of them, I just mentioned only 2. 18 of them and more, these are people whose reputations will speak for them. When they stand, you know that men are standing and they are there to defend Mazi Simon Ekpa and the Biafran Republic government in exile as he remains the authentic Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. Well, let's watch out as this unfolds. It promises to be an interesting moment and time for everyone, not just for Biafrans, in the interests of public peace and justice. Well, let's see how this unfolds, because everything is setting the stage, and in just a matter of days or weeks, everything will be determined and the true position will be made clear. Let the world watch as Biafra mount the global stage in defense of her liberty, in defense of her inalienable right to freedom. It's another moment to watch in history. We are glad to be observing and witnessing this opportunity and moment, and how that goes is just a matter of time. But then Simon Ekpa, with the calibers of attorneys that are interested in the defense of Biafra and the justice of the oppressed populations of the indigenous people of Biafra, of course, will be very much interesting. Don't forget to hit the like buttons, turn on the notification buttons, and share this video as we are set to bring your way latest developments bordering on these matters. Thank you once again for watching.